Hello everyone, welcome back to Rolling Solo. My name is Adam Smith. Today I'm really excited to be doing an 8-round solo playthrough of Palm Island, which is going to be coming to Kickstarter, or is currently on Kickstarter, depending on when you're listening to this or watching this. But essentially what I'm going to do in this game is show you the base mechanics, the base game for solo play, which is essentially getting the highest point score total you can. There is a score chart within the rulebook. This is subject to change, of course, but essentially we're going for 10 is needs work, 20 is respectable, 30 is exceptional, and 40 is outstanding. Can't promise, but I'm aiming for the respectable, because I think if I need work, then that's going to be a little embarrassing, but it could happen. So basically you're going to do, as I did in the setup, make sure all the cards have the arrows in the top left-hand corner, and then you're set to go. It's that easy. You're just going to do a quickle. That's what you're going to do. You're going to do a quickle, and then you're going to do a quick shuffle. And then once you're done your quick shuffle, you're going to go ahead and make sure that your round counter is at the back of the deck. Now, you are, like I said before in the setup, you're allowed to go through your deck and take a look and stuff like this and know where things are. But for my purposes, I'm going to actually do the old man shuffle here, where we don't shuffle with our hands, but we ensure 100% that nothing is tied together. I don't want duplicates all in a row. So there we go. We've got all the shuffling done. I'm going to take this round counter, throw it to the back of the card deck, and we're going to start. So we're going to start off with 2 cards in our hand like this. These are the worst cards to ever have as a starting hand, because as you can see, both of the active sections, which all we ever cared was the top section, neither of them are store ability cards, except I'd have to have things to do it. So I have store actions, but I need those resources to do it. I can't do either, so this is going to get discarded. Whenever you can't do the top action of both cards, the one in the right hand goes away. Same thing here. I've got more things that essentially that I don't have any resources yet, so it gets discarded, the one in the right hand. There we go. First one is a store for free. So we're going to store this one by just flipping it sideways and placing it behind the deck. Now we've got a fish, but we still need logs and a fish for either one of these, so this one goes to the back of the deck. Then we're going to come over here and bam, we've got our log. Thank goodness. So now I can actually spend the log and the fish right here, which is what I want to use for this top ability. So I spend them by flipping them 90 like this. And now I can actually go ahead, and this is a flip 180 symbol. So we're going to flip this 180. I've already gained a point, guys. I'm already on the way up, see? And this is going to be another action we can do later on. Goes to the bottom of the deck. Once something's interacted with, essentially goes to the back of the deck. So we got 2 more cards to choose from, essentially. Again, can't do anything with them. So I got to discard the one in the right hand. I can store the boat, so that's good. 2 quarries are useless to me because I don't have enough fish to do anything with them. Again, wow, that's a lot of quarries in a row. That's going to come back to haunt me. Let's see here. That's also not going to help me, so I lose that quarry as well. There's a logger, so I can actually store that log. Now I've got a log and a fish, which is 2 of the things I need, but to upgrade a temple you need rocks. I got another log, so I can store that. And again, as I talked about in the setup, you're allowed to store up to 3 cards worth of resources. You can have as many resources on the card as you want, but only 3. So this one right here, Blacksmith's the most interesting one, because you can do a flip. Flip means like rotate the card like this, essentially. So I can do that for a log and a fish. That sounds like a really good idea. So I'm going to actually go ahead and do that. I'll just place the other card down the table for a second as I flip my log and a fish 90 degrees. Again, it's smart to always use the cards that are closer to the top of the deck, because if they ever come up in your hand, you have to you lose them, basically. So you want to use them in the back first. So we activated the flip, so I'm going to go ahead and flip the blacksmith over, and now we're going to get a log and a fish when we store in the future. So we made that better. We got a fish here. So I want to store that. And we got the round counter. Now how the round counter works is once it gets into your right hand, you have to flip it to the next number. So as of right now, I can't do the temple. I can't obviously do anything on a round tracker. So this gets discarded as soon as the round tracker hits the right hand. You flip this around like this, and it goes to the back of the deck. That simple. Now we're starting round number 2. So I've got a log and a fish. This one here allows me to store a log and a fish, allows me to store 1 quarry. So it's almost like I'm going to the market with a log and a fish and saying, please take my log and fish so that I can have a rock. Sure. All right, that sounds good. What else can I do here? I can store this fish. That's not bad. Still not helping me with large market. Doesn't help me with housing, so large market disappears. We got some wood. That's good. So now we have 1 of each. That's always good. Do we want to upgrade the housing? We could. Oh, we could upgrade this housing for all 3 of the resources that we currently have. Let's do that. Let's do a big upgrade rather than a small one. So this one's going to allow me to flip the housing completely over, and bam, we just got 3 points. That was a big one. All right, again, 2 things we can't do. Housing disappears. We got the fish, so we'll store the fish. We can't do anything else, so the temple's going to sadly have to go away. So this is the thing. Once you get familiar with the mechanics, the speed of this picks up. If I wasn't doing this on camera, I'd be ripping through this at like a much faster pace because the actions become almost second nature so fast once you know. But I'm doing it slowly so you guys can at least see the cards, hopefully, and learn it and also understand what's happening. But yeah, you can play this, and that's where the competitive mode of playing with somebody else is kind of fun. You can have two decks and have each other race through them, and there's also additional rules for that as well. So you'll see that when the Kickstarter goes. Two quarries aren't going to help me right now, so I'm not going to store that. I'm going to discard it. These quarries in a row are going to come back to haunt me pretty bad because I need to upgrade them. I'm going to store this log. Now I'm noticing right off the bat here that if I store that log, I'm very close to being able to do something here. Ooh, I could actually finally affect one of the quarries by rotating 180. So let's do that. Let's pay 2 logs, which isn't bad. And it's going to allow me to flip the quarry over, and now the quarry is going to start giving me rocks to store. That's awesome. So then the blacksmith comes out. I need a log, fish, and a rock. I have 2 fish. Oh, actually. So here's an interesting situation. I could, with my 1 fish, potentially upgrade this card. So I might do that. I'm going to take this fish and I'm going to flip it. Now, it seems to me that flipping, like that complete flip of a card, is by far the best thing you can do. If you can do it, you should do it. Rotating 180 is a nice upgrade, but a full flip is even better. So I did a full flip, so this card needs to go onto the back of the deck. Okay, so we got 2 things. I can store this blacksmith card, which I'm going to do, which gives me a log and a fish. I don't have the rocks to actually upgrade this, so I got to discard that. I just got this round tracker in my hand, so it's going to flip to 3. It goes right to the back right away. We're on our 3rd round. A rock and a fish will let me store a rock. That's not bad. Ooh, tough call. I like this though, I think. So if I do this, and I pay 2 fish, well actually maybe I'll go like this. I'm going to start storing a whole bunch of cards really quick. Oh, actually, let's not get too crazy because I might want to upgrade my large market. Let's see here. In order to upgrade the large market, no, let's upgrade this small market first and do a flip. So two of the fish are going to go away to allow me to flip this card over. Now I get a rock and a log. That's good. No points on that one, but still. This logger I'm definitely going to store. Can't do anything with this card, can't do anything with this card now. So this gets discarded. Shoot, I don't have a fish. Oop, now I have a fish. So I can use the log and the fish to upgrade the housing. This allows me to rotate at 180 to pay those 2. So that's not bad. This goes to the back of the deck and I got a point. So that's good. Let's see here. Neither of these I can do. I don't have anything stored. Can't do the quarry thing. I can save this log. So that's not bad. Now I need another log. If I get another log, what can I do with 2 logs? I can rotate the quarry. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to rotate the quarry, upgrade it. So I'm slowly getting a little pile of rocks I can mess around with. I'm going to store this quarry. Oh, actually, let me think. Yeah, I don't want... So you have to notice that even the free action sounds like a great thing to do every single time. There's always an ability to upgrade it even further, but I don't have those resources available to me right now. Still, I don't on either of these, but both of these are such great resources to store, I'd be silly not to. So I'm storing a whole bunch. Now it comes to this, and you can see, the temple, I just needed 1 more rock, and I've got a rock here, but I've run out. And the worst part about it is that the round tracker's behind me, so I can't do anything, so I have to lose this temple, which really sucks. And the round tracker comes over here, it flips to a 4 and goes right to the back. So now we're going into the 4th round. So you can see, like, you can play this game pretty fast. We're halfway through the game already, and I don't know if I've got enough points, I'll say that much. So here's where we can do some upgrading. I'm going to probably flip this boats card for 1 fish. This is going to suck because I'm going to end up getting rid of one of my logs, but I have to do it because I need to start boosting cards that are low level, so I can start getting more resources for these last few turns. This is going to allow me to flip it. So I'm going to flip it like this. Now I'm getting a log and a fish. That's a little bit better for later. This is a free log. If I have a... Let's see. Actually, this is really useful. So for a rock and a fish, I can rotate this card. So I'm going to do that. No, I'm not. I'm going to hold on. Ugh, it's tough. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to rotate this card, so now it's going to be like this, and now I can store 3 different... Now this is an interesting card, and we'll talk more about how this works when it comes back around again. Basically, it just helps you not overload your inventory. So this one's a log. This will go to the back. I can't do any of this stuff right now, so I lose the large market. I can keep the fish, so that's good. One rock away from being able to use the housing, so this housing has to go. Give me a rock, please. No! So the rocks are kind of messing me over in terms of where they're sitting. I might need to hold off next time in order to make that work. This needs 2 fish, 2 logs. I can't do either of those. Shoot. So that didn't work out. I do have a log here, so I can store that. Now I have 2 logs. So now I can actually do something with the quarry here. So I could do a 2 log. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do the 2. Shoot, I need a fish for that. No, that's fine. We'll do 2 logs. 2 logs for this quarry. I want to start generating more rocks. So this is going to flip this card over like this. Just decent. I have a fish card in here I got to use at some point. Oh good, lots of things to store. So I can store that. Perfect. I'll store the... Oh, should I store the rock or not? Yes, I can't even upgrade it even though I wanted to. This quarry here, 2 logs and a fish. I can't do that. Log and a fish. I can upgrade this. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Log and a fish. Gone. And that's going to give me... This is going to be a 180 flip, which is the yellow one. So that's going to give me a lot of stuff later on. Goes to the back of the deck. Still have this. Going to probably save it, I think. Maybe I'll save this one first, see what comes behind it. Temple, okay. So I need a log of fish and 2 rocks. Perfect. So now I'll store this one that was in my right hand. I've got it just enough to upgrade the temple. So all these things get flipped up, and this gets rotated 180. Now it's worth 3 points. Bam. This is in my right hand, so when it hits the 4th round at the end of it, you have to flip it to the other side, so it goes back to a 1. Goes to the back of the deck, and we continue on. So let's see here. This is a really cool card that's going to come in handy later, so hopefully I can use it here. This is going to allow me to store or let me see, can I use this? Oh, I can. I can flip this. So let's spend a log and a fish to rotate this card. That now gives me a point as well, so that's good. Large market, regular market. I can't do anything with either of these cards, so I lose the 1 sorry on this side first. I have boats. I can keep the fish. Can the fish help me with anything? No. I can't do anything with either of these, so large market disappears, sadly. Oh, that's too bad. That's a good card. Can't do anything with either of these housing cards because I only have 1 fish. Or the temple. Ugh, no. Those are the big score pointing. Those are the big cards that give you the most points or upgrading those guys. The log I will store. So now I have a log and a fish. I need to get 2 logs to update the quarry or 2 rocks to upgrade the temple. Sorry, temple, you've got... Oh no, I can keep the temple by doing this. So now I just need 1 more rock and I can get the temple upgraded. That'd be sweet. I can definitely hold on to this. Let me think. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to the rock, or the log. So I've got a rock, a log, and 2 logs and a fish. I just need another rock. Here's my other rock. So I got to get rid of something I don't need. So I'll get rid of this log. I'm going to take this and store it at the back. Now I've got 2 rocks, a fish, and a log. So I'm going to take all of them, flip them up, and then this one here rotates 180, and I just made 3 points. Awesome. Okay, this is a really good store because that's a ton. So I get 2 fish and a log. This one's a huge one too. I don't have a rock to upgrade it yet, so it's a log and a fish. Quarry, this is and says I can actually flip it for 2 logs and a fish. Ooh, that's tough. Yeah, I might want to do that. So let's pay all this. Is that smart? Yeah, because I don't have any more rocks anyway to get these temples flipped. So let's do that. And that's going to allow me to flip this quarry card, and now I'm going to be able to get 2 rocks later on. That's better. And then, yep, we're at the very end. I can't do this one. Now we're going into... So we're down to our last 3 rounds, the start of the 3rd last round, if that makes sense. So basically we're going into, I think, our 6th round. Yes. Okay, so then this goes to the back of the deck. We've got the boats and logger. I'm going to store this one. This logger card I can't upgrade because I don't have a rock yet, so I'll store... Well, I could wait on it. This one, if I had a rock, it's really cool, but I can't do it. So I might as well store this log. Put this over here. If I wanted to upgrade the boats card, I spend a fish. I think I will. So I'll spend, it's such a waste. I'll spend this fish. It's gonna let me flip this one over. Be good for later, I guess. Neither of these are good right now. Neither of these are good right now. Neither of those are good right now. Okay, so we got the log. I can store the log. So I got 2 logs back there now. I need a fish to upgrade the quarry, the housing. I could store the quarry, I guess. Now I just need a fish to upgrade the housing. Come on, fish. I can't even... No, I can't now. Oh, actually, no, I can store the log to save it. Shoot, and now I'm stuck. So now I've got 4 cards in inventory, 3 logs and a rock, and I'm stuck. If I could potentially go like this and get rid of one of my log cards, which I'll do. So I'm gonna store this one in the back. Whenever you take whenever you take more than the cards you can store, which is over 4, you have to get rid of one of the ones you have. So I still am out of fish. I still need a fish. Over here, there's no way in heck I'm getting the temple. So the housing is gonna have to go at this point, which is really sad. Oh, there's my fish, classic. So now I'm gonna, if I store this fish, how many do I need to upgrade this? I need 2 logs, so I need that. I need... Yikes, there's like no way I can make that happen, I don't think. Let me see here. This is what I essentially have. I need 1 more rock. So basically I might as well ditch one of the logs, I guess, because they're easier to come by. And then I'm going to put this one in here. So now I've got the required logs and fish, but I'm missing 1 rock to make this happen. Now if I come over here, I can see the blacksmith. I can upgrade that with a log of fish and a rock. Log of fish and a rock would get the blacksmith rotated to this side. That's actually not bad. It's a log, fish, and a rock. I'm going to change up my plan here. I'm going to upgrade the regular blacksmith to the level 2 blacksmith. So that's this one here is, I used it for this action, so it's going to flip, go to the back of the deck. Not bad. Gives me better combination later on. There's some rocks. Okay, so I got these. I'm definitely going to store 2 rocks. That's really good. So now I've got 3 rocks. I only need, I just need a log and 2 fish, and I can upgrade the temple, but now I'm stuck with 2 temples. So this goes to discard. Then I'm stuck again because I can't do this. Discard. Then I've got the round tracker, goes to 3, goes to the back. This one comes up. Oh, now I got all the good stuff at the end. A log and a fish. Well, I have to store this because I can't upgrade it. So I got lots of options now. The logger, I could rotate this for a log and a fish. Yeah, let's do it. Oh no, that's a log and a rock. Yeah, I guess it's these 2. Let's do that so I don't miss out on it. So we're gonna go ahead and this is gonna flip this one over. So I got 2 points now. That's not bad. So I got an extra point off that conversion. This is a log and a fish. I could flip it 180. That's not going to be good for points. I'm near the end of the game, so I got to think about this. Market-wise, I could store for a log, fish, and a rock. That's not worth it either at the moment. I might as well store this card then for now. Bring this over. Ah, the large market came up. So large market, I can flip this for 2 logs. That's all I need to flip it. Okay, let's do that. I'm kind of worried that might be a waste. Oh, it gives me lots of fish. I guess that's good for later. There's the housing one, and I need 2 of everything. I got 2 rocks so far, so I have to get rid of this one because I can't use it. Please give me the resources I need. That's what I'm looking for. So I need, I've got enough rocks. I don't need any more rocks. Log, that's not going to help me. Oh no. So yeah, I got to store this, otherwise I lose the housing. Let's see. I need fish now. I need fish. I probably shouldn't have gotten rid of fish before. I can store this log, but now I'm stuck. Now I've got too much. So I can store this rock, but that's just overkill. So I think I'm gonna have to let the housing one go, this housing one go. Bring this over. Let this one go. Yeah, because I don't have the fish for it. There we go. So now I've got the fish over here that I need. So which card do I want to get rid of from my inventory? Probably the one log, I think. So we'll take this log and ditch it. We'll put this behind it. And now we'll take a look to see what we need in order to increase this. Ooh, the blacksmith. I can flip the blacksmith for 2 of everything. Ah, I'm just 1 short. Oh no, I have enough. I have 2, and that'll work. So I'm gonna get rid of my log and forget the housing. I'm gonna do the blacksmith. So it's gonna be log, log, fish, fish, and 2 stone. So all those are going back. The only one I'll have left is 1 stone sticking out. That was pretty good. So basically I just did this. I upgraded this card instead. This card's gonna flip. And shoot, did I do that right? Oh, I did it. I flipped it wrong. It's gonna flip like this, which gives me 4 points. That's awesome. Okay, so now I've got these 2 cards. Can't do the housing. Well, I can store this though, which gives me more rocks. That's gonna help me with the temple. Now I'm screwed, so I have to lose the housing. But now I've got 3 towards the temple, but now I'm screwed again. This one doesn't go sideways, it goes straight back. Ah, now I'm in real big trouble. So there we go, and this is going to flip to the last round. So we have 1 more round, guys, to put in as many points as we can. So let's see how we do here. So I'm going to store all this stuff and just start going crazy. So I got all that. I can upgrade. I can rotate this, would give me 5 points for 2 logs and 2 stones. So if I store this one, which makes sense, then for 2 logs and 2 stones, which is very expensive, it's a lot of resources, I can rotate this from 2 to 5. That's pretty good. That's actually max. I've pushed that logger all the way to the end for the most points. These 2 I can't do on either of them, so I have to get rid of that market. This one, the logger I can store, but right away I end up losing this resource, sadly. So I need 2 more on this. I can store this log. So I've got 2 logs stored. Not good. Now I have to get rid of the market because I can't use that card to store. There's a rock. A log and a fish would upgrade it. I'll store it. I want to keep the housing. There we go. Nice. So now we got a bunch of stuff. Can this upgrade the housing yet? Oh, I'm just short by 1 rock. Just 1 rock. That's all I need to upgrade the housing. And it would upgrade it to 6 points. Ugh. So in this case here, I can't use the top action of either. So I'm going to have to ditch the housing, sadly. So it goes to the back. Too bad. The blacksmith is essentially useless because I maxed out its points. So it's going to go to the back. But I guess I can hold on to it and just pull the quarry over. Or wait, how many cards do I have in my inventory? Oh, I'm already maxed out. But I know later on for temples I'm going to need stuff. So let's get rid of a log, because 1 log by itself is just a waste. And I'm going to store 2 rocks instead. Okay. I got the housing one. Can I do anything with the housing one? Yeah, I could upgrade the housing. So housing would be these 2 fish. Yeah, but I'm near the end and I want to upgrade that temple. And every single time I've gone by the temple, I've screwed myself over. So I'm not going to upgrade the housing. I'm going to get rid of this one to the back. There's the temple. So 3, 2, and 2. Perfect. I played that perfectly. So at this point, 2, that's going to be everything, really. Like all my resources. Alright guys, I apologize for that. Actually, my camera battery just died on me, so I had to make do. But basically what I did essentially is I just paid all the resources I had left to take this temple card, which I had 2 rocks, a log, 2 fish, a rock, and a log, which allowed me to go ahead and flip this temple. So we're flipping the temple over to the 6-point side, goes to the back, and now we're kind of stuck because we have a housing and a temple that I can't use either one, so this goes to the back. Bam, there's the round counter, I can't use either, and that's the end of the game. So that's literally the end of Palm Island 8-round playthrough. Let's actually total up the score and see how well I did. Now this is going to be using a score chart based on the prototype rules, so we'll see how I scored again so that you guys are reminded. I've got 10 needs work, 20 is respectable, 30 is exceptional, and 40 is outstanding. So here's hoping things panned out for me. So here we go. Let's get rid of this round counter. The other thing you want to make 100% certain you don't do is when you're done with your deck, don't forget which way it goes. Like, in other words, when I put it down, I'm done, put it down. Because if you accidentally flip it or it gets flipped, you're going to be looking at the wrong side for points. So again, we're going to be going for the top right-hand corner of every single card, looking for a star to see whether or not we actually got any points. So no points on this one, no points here. 5 points there, so that's awesome. Nothing, nothing, nothing. This isn't looking good. Nothing. Wow, this is bad. Okay, I'm screwed. No, there's 3, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hey, we made it to the 20 threshold. 21 and 24. Not bad. So I actually wasn't keeping score as I went by there. Kind of thought I was going to land in between 10 and 20, but I ended up getting into about mid-20s, which was basically between respectable and exceptional. So I'm not going to complain about that. So that was really fun. I can't wait to see what Feats have in store for us. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to do another video here that's going to cover what Feats do in terms of solo play. But at least now you guys understand how the game is played. Again, if you're playing this off camera, you're ripping through the deck at a much faster pace. So this video should have been around 25 minutes or so. But I would say if you weren't talking and you weren't doing this on camera, or if I wasn't doing this on camera, I should say, that this would likely be like, I would say probably 66% of the time. It'd probably take me 15-20 minutes. And if I'm not 100% mistaken, the game itself, I think, is rated for that in terms of its time frame. So it falls right in there once you get familiar with the mechanics. So hope this was useful to you guys as to whether or not you should look into the Kickstarter. Regardless, when it does hit Kickstarter, take a look and see if it's in your price range or of interest to you. I think it's going to be really cool. It's a great filler game for solo play, and also really portable. Really cool for something like a road trip or on an airplane or something like that, or downtime. And we all have times where we have downtime. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below if I missed anything. If you have any feedback, suggestions, comments to the game creator or to myself, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, everyone, keep on rolling solo.